Hello, the lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today, time it's around 10, almost 10 a.m. I am about to do a few reviews. Both of them gonna be, I think, sort of sample reviews. I would like to start with Calvin Klein, and this is one fragrance I wanted to buy really. I perhaps will in the future, but at this current moment, I'm just with the official sample, which is called Eternity for Men Parfum. Okay, and I have my Eternity for Men Flame bottle next to me. I will let you know why. So this one I think is one of the latest releases, latest flankers from this line, and I reviewed at least 8 to 10 from Eternity line. Namely, some of them will be Eternity, Eternity EDP, Eternity Now, Eternity Summer, Aqua, Eternity Night. There are Eternity Intense. There are a lot more Eternities out there. So Eternity Flame. Ah man, there are just too many. So Eternity is one of the main lines of Calvin Klein. Like for men and women, they always release together. Sometimes some of them are limited time releases. Sometimes it's summer, and then sometimes they release something like winters. And this is like a flame one, is sort of for colder months. So since I don't have a full bottle, let me show you the presentation. Like how I already sprayed on my hands, so I'm not going to be respraying. It's a small sample which I got from one of our shops here when I did some shopping. This one is the bottle, and if you can see, they're sort of like same shape bottle, but only difference is the bottle here is going to be painted all orange. I think juice color is see-through. This one, juice color is kind of like a boozy orange color. Okay. And another thing is, I'll show you the bottle, how it works. These always come with, if you haven't seen one, a simple looking bottle. I don't think these are very premium looking bottles, and the atomizers are kind of like cheap side. You press this here, it will shoot some juice. So I don't mind these bottles, but I think CK done better bottles in their lineup, like CK Reveal. Some of the other ones, they are really, really nice. CK Eternity, CK's Euphoria. These bottles are better done. So that's the presentation. The reason now, let me tell you why I didn't buy it. I saw this in our local shop called Sandara. Sandara is our biggest retail outlet, really gorgeous shop, and they have 4 or 5, I think, outlets. They all have testers in every single counter, and they are very professional, very much like your Sephora, in short. So when I do shopping, they're generous enough. Sometimes they give me miniatures, sometimes they do give me samples. Like it's easier for you to do reviews based on these rather than buying a full bottle. So I got this from that. And what I really didn't like is the price tag was crazy. $140, I think it was the retail. And I'm not blaming them, it's not their fault. Perhaps their costing is that. But retail for CK, $140. Have you ever seen that? No. And they offered, I think, 50% or 70, I think 50%. Even that comes to 7,000 something taka. That means $70 plus. At that price point, I would never buy a CK. I'm sorry to say, any CK fragrance is not worth it at that price point, because you can have them much cheaper. So I believe this fragrance, when it comes out like discounters, I think it's going to pretty much 35, $40 tops. Okay, even $45 I'm ready to pay. So that's the reason. But I would actually buy the fragrance, and I'll tell you why. So this fragrance, like I would say, it's a release of, I forgot, 2022 perhaps. Let me check once again. Sorry, I'm checking Fragrantica. Yeah, 2022, 2022. Last year's release, 22, and notes are like lavender, rum, vanilla absolute. So let me tell you what I got from this. There are two parts of this fragrance, of this story. The first part is very gorgeous. When you spray it, immediately when you spray this, let me open it like that up. Okay, like this. Okay, when you spray this first, this fragrance opens up the most beautiful way possible. And I don't know if it's rum or it's something like any other booze. There is a very sweet, fruity, boozy opening. Okay, and some people may say it's another booze, not just rum. Man, what's in man? There's another booze that's in Bentley for Men, Bentley for Men Intense. Let me check. Hold on. Yeah, sorry, the moment I paused, I remember it's called cognac, right? So I smell those kind of booze, and then mango, tropical mango is very, very prominent, and I don't know how they did not put it. I don't know if something wrong with the notes breakdown. I got this tropical sweet mango, those orange yellow mixed color ones that you see in the shopping mall. Immediately you are drawn to them, and it smells so sweet, tropical. This is how this one opens. Very fruity, very summery. I just absolutely love it. And the opening, I would buy this for the opening. I just absolutely love the opening blast of it, and I think the opening deserves a 10. Okay, this is one of the best Eternity openings in many years. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm having a little bit of cold from yesterday's garage work. It was hot, so I'm having some coffee. I spent about 6 hours under the like intense sun. It was so hot and humid. I was just doing some dent and paint on the car. Okay, so I am a little bit out still, a little bit weak. Hmm. So yeah, I was saying, some of you will say this one has nothing to do with eternity, and I do agree. It smells nothing like, at least in the opening, doesn't smell at all like the eternity that is a fougere barbershop green, kind of like a grassy vetiver kind of note. And the original eternity was anything but sweet. This is very sweet, and at least in the first opening hour, I get nothing of that. But as it progresses, that's where many people have issue with it. Okay, so you do get the lavender, you do get something like a vanilla, that sort of a combo. So it already becomes kind of like a barbershop style fragrance, but there's no spice. So the spice is missing. So you don't really get a full barbershop experience, but you get more like a sweet, powdery, kind of like a lavender vanilla combo. And that, you can say it goes to Lamal direction for that kind, okay, but not the same smell. So the opening, whatever the booze and mango, everything goes away after half an hour, and that's where my excitement is over about this fragrance. It becomes like a flat, and I think there are two kind of people. One kind of people, they say, I love the dry down of it. The opening was horrible. It's too sweet, second English sweet, synthetic, bubblegummy. I like that part. I like the sweet part of it. But the dry down, it reminds me a little bit of CK Eternity or the Parfum or the EDP, the green, dark green bottle or the juice. So it is sort of like on a dry down, little bit of Eternity EDP, but on the opening, it's very fruity, and I don't see the name Parfum, and Parfum should be the strongest concentration of the original, and it by right should be like the same DNA, much stronger. This one is anything but Parfum. The longevity of this also is not very small. It's 3 to 4 hours you're looking at. After that, it becomes very faint. Just like the rest of them, they're on average, per bottle. None of them really lasted like over 4 hours, except Eternity Aqua, or I think Eternity Now was good too. Few of them last, but this one, the Parfum, definitely does not last more than EDP. EDP lasts about 6 hours. So you see, there are a lot of things to criticize about this. The price is crazy. Retail, never pay retail on this. Second thing is the performance is okay. You can say average or above average, which is typical CK. And the thing is, this fragrance falls flat for me on the Drydown. That's what I wrote on Fragrantica forum. So you definitely check it out. If you can score this 35, even TJ Maxx Ross, it will be at once. It hits there, it will be 25 to 30 bucks max. Then you get a 200 ml or a bottle like this 100 ml for a very good value. Then it's a good fragrance. Okay, for absolutely $70, you can get so much better. Okay, so for me, I will still get the bottle, but if I get a good deal, 35, 40 bucks. Otherwise, it's a pass for me. Okay. Overall, CK Eternity Parfum, overall score, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Okay. That's just being generous. Thank you so much for watching. And do let me know what you think about it. And have you ever tried it? Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.